And I guess with that, Madden dropped, yo. Madden dropped this week. I had the early access because I bought that combo package that they had where you could buy the college football and that. I immediately dropped college football, stopped playing that altogether. I'm playing Madden now.
For real?
And the only thing that's getting me, and people might need to hit me in the comments, tell me if it's coming later, if there was an announcement that I missed. I am not the most abreast of all things video games. I don't know everything. So franchise mode is what I played for the large majority of my time on there, and specifically the mode I played was franchise as a player. They no longer have as a player now. They only have coach and owner. And I don't like that, yo. I want to be able to create my slot corner that's going to be on the Ravens, yo, just in there. Yo. I want to be able to create my dominating right end or left outside linebacker. I want to be able to. I can't do that now. They only have superstar mode. And superstar mode only allows you to create a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, middle linebacker, or cornerback. So you can't be safety, slot corner, none of that.
Safety's one of my favorites.
Yo, I love playing safety.
Dang.
That's my favorite position to play. Yo.
Yeah.
And that you can't play that right now.
That sucks. Why?
I don't know why they took franchise mode away, yo. Somebody has to hit me in the comments and let me know. Maybe I don't know if I'm just missing something, if I'm looking in the wrong place, but I'm clicking on franchise and going the normal steps that I would usually go for the past
you
30
can't make a
Maddens that I've been playing. You can't. Yeah. There's no way to create a safety. And I mean, you could create a player. Don't get me wrong. There's a way to create a player, but you can't play franchise mode as a player. Like, where do you start from the franchise?
Yeah.
You can either do, like, I used to like doing fantasy draft. So you start a franchise with a guy as a corner, and then you get drafted by, say, the Packers. But you have, like, maybe Roquan Smith on your team and other random players all over your team. It's just a total fantasy draft, and I just got drafted to this team. And it's hard. I like that. You get to mix it up a little bit, get to play against the same teams, but different players on the team.
I don't know why they took that away, though.
I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. They got to put that back in there.
Yeah.
It's Madden always doing something. This is how they hustle you.
They got to put that back in there.
They gonna put it back in next
for
year
$30
as a new feature. You know how they get down.
Or they gonna add it, man.
Like, yo, that was in the game before.
I'm sick, dog.
That's what they do every year.
Now, one thing I will say that's kind of cool that they added is where how you could do this a little bit on the last Maddens, but how you string together jukes and different little moves you make with your running back or your wide receiver, that's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. So if you're able to time it up right, you could get about 3 people in a row. If you do the juke nice, catch them with the dead leg, step back, do a spin crazy, it looks hard.
What's crazy?
It does look tough.
Now, I've seen people breaking runs on the internet.
And also how they have it too, it's not where, like, all right, so, like, it used to get frustrated when you played against, say, like a Roquan, which it really is like that in real life. I get it. But he don't make, like, sometimes he be out of angle. But on the games, it wouldn't be like that. If he got you, he was going to get you.
Yeah.
In this game, you can get a good angle. If you catch him at a good angle, you can move past him a little bit. That's hard. I like that. So they're not going to make every single tackle. You can break some tackles sometimes. And that's kind of tough. I like that.
But
that's realistic, though.
What's crazy is, like...
And then, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say what's crazy about that is I don't want to cook them, but it's like if you play... my fault. NFL 2K, ESPN 2K, whatever. The last one. Was that 2K5, right? Mm-hmm. That's how the running was.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was smooth. You could cook people.
tough.
If you had them on the island and then another person come in and you hit that stick or stuff the right way, you could shake off at 3 people and it looked nice and crispy. Yeah. That's 20 years ago.
Yeah,
that is 20
crazy.
years ago because this is 20. Yeah.
It just was slow
That's
back then.
all I'm
but
saying.
it
20 years it took you to get there 20 years later.
man.
Yo, come on, man.
They on some shit, though. Like, I like their quote-unquote, I think it's called the boom system or boom, whatever it's called. But, like, where if you do have a wide receiver that's kind of small and you clearly got a linebacker that's lined up with him, that linebacker's going to kill him every time. It's not going to be a sense where he's going to run him over at any point. He's going to kill him if he's going head up. He might be able to get around him if he juke him or spin or do something crazy, but he ain't going to get no power on him. He got to be bigger than him.
You know what they need?
I mean, that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
You know what they need to make? Just something small like this. but they can play. Can be mad important. Is if they add where you know how like a smaller receiver
Yeah.
is running, and they see like a person about to hit them, and they know they're not about to get more yards, where they can just take the little fall. Mm-hmm. Like, do they have that? I don't know. They do have that. Oh,
they
all
have
right,
where
cool,
they
cool,
got
cool,
like
cool,
a
cool,
secure
cool.
catch.
I haven't
They
played
got
in
a
so long,
spectacular
yo.
That's
catch
tough.
in. They added spectacular catch where you can do like if you hit the L1 or I think it's L2 or
used to
something
have to
like
get
that
hit
and
before.
square at the same time. They do like a crazy one hand joint but you can drop it. So if you in like coverage and he's like on you, you try to one hand it, he gonna more than likely drop.
Oh
it.
yeah, I did see that.
But if
feature,
you
yeah.
wide open, he can like pull in on some crazy Odell Beckham stuff. The other thing that I like is some of the features that they added, and specifically was when I was at the end of the game, I created a running back for the Ravens on Superstar mode, and the game was over. I heard the fight song, yo.
Ravens joint?
Our specific fight song.
That's hard.
I've never heard that in the game before.
That's
They
hard.
got the rights.
They put the noise, they put the actual sounds of the stadiums in there, the specific sounds that stadiums make. Like, I think the Seahawks have a sound. I was hearing that sound at some point when I was playing against them. We have, of course, our chance. I didn't hear my boy Real Fan.
That's
Dan.
what I was asking.
I
yo.
was
I
looking
was thinking
for it,
about
yo.
Real Fan, bro.
I gotta
was
look
like,
for it. I might have missed
Yo,
it.
y'all
but I
gotta
haven't
plug
heard
in
that.
Real Fan Dan, bro. Like he really started the
Yeah.
RAVE.
If they add the RAVENS Ravens, I'll
It's
cry.
crazy.
yo.
Real Fan Dan, he even like when they do the little games. I didn't notice until like now when he do the little games in the stadium. You
Yeah.
know, like to pick them. They got the Real Fan Dan in there going crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, he's
Real
a
Fan
legend.
Dan is a
There
celebrity.
was something else too they had with him. I'm like, yo, he really.
He went to the Super
He's
Bowl
staying.
one year. Like they gave him tickets to the
As
Super
they
Bowl
should.
because he's a
Yeah,
legend.
he is a
He
legend.
gave us a Christmas card one time. It's hard.
Legend. That's hard.
That's hard.
A
man.
Real Fan Dan is tough,
Christmas
man.
cards from Real Fan Dan is legendary.
Yeah, and Madden outside of that, they changed the kicking system. Of course, you know they got the whole new kickoff system. They have that added in there, and how you kick it off. You can use the old style, how it's always been set up, but they have a new two system, like a 2-tiered system. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But overall, pretty decent.